And so that's where the ACNU solution becomes so interesting. And, well, I think, first of all, let me take a step back. I think from the standpoint of FDA, they think of this opportunity as being deregulatory in nature. They don't view this as simply another way to apply a regulatory framework or a regulatory viewpoint to industry. They're truly interested in how they motivate individuals who are not in a treatment regimen today, but for whom they know a regimen is necessary to get into a treatment protocol. And so that's really been their motivating driver throughout this entire exercise is how do we create a framework that makes that possible? And so, but at the same time, they're also bound to maintain the public safety. And so they start with the fact that for many of these treatments, there are safety issues that would preclude an individual from taking the treatment without some degree of safety involvement or safety strictures being put in place. How do they do that with the least amount of restrictions in place at all? And so that's where the ACNU solution becomes so interesting. And so that's where their deregulatory perspective becomes important. So they really do think of this as deregulatory. Yeah. And again, it's motivated by their interest in reducing undertreatment. They're also, I would say another thing that's motivating to them is a recognition that one of the significant reasons why you do have such a degree of undertreatment and noncompliance is the absolute limitations that exist today on the clinical workforce. I mean, it's just very challenging and difficult to access care. Even if you recognize that you have a medical issue that you want to go into treatment for, it's very difficult to schedule an appointment, receive care, and get yourself into a regimen. And so how do you do that in a way that allows you to access and leverage technology in ways that weren't available before? And so again, so that's what makes ACNU such an interesting proposition today in a way that wasn't available in the past. From a plan's perspective, I think it's also an interesting way to reduce healthcare costs.